Hi, my name is Whitney Klein, and today I'm going to talk about race. So, I guess the topic is interesting in America, how America's technically supposed to be like a melting pot, but there is still a lot of racism today. Um, I feel like, especially in the past couple years, like 2 or 3 years, people have really like shown and been very outspoken on their opinions on certain things, especially with Trump that is now president. And like I said in my past video, I'm not necessarily saying that he's saying all these things, but he definitely is influencing all these people that have these strong opinions and stuff to actually voice their opinion. So, yeah. Well, anyways, that has been happening a lot lately, and there's been a lot of hate crimes, which I personally do not understand racism that much. Like, geographically speaking, like, you're not born deciding, oh, yeah, well, when I'm born, I want to be this color, because this is more desirable. Like, it's just natural. Like, due to the sun, Europeans are whiter because they don't need the melanin in their skin. In Africa, obviously, there is a lot of sun, so they have this to protect them. And that's just how the world is. And I don't understand how people, like, form these different opinions because of people's skin and stuff. And people always steer towards stereotypes. And I don't know. It's just weird. America is very iffy on that because everyone is so diverse here, and yet, like, you're exposed to different people all the time unless you live, like, in the mountains in Wyoming and you've only seen a white person before. But, like, as opposed to New York and Orlando, California, there's so much diversity and there's so many different people. And once you get to know those people, like, you should not stereotype them. Every single person's different. Every person goes through different things. And to categorize them like, oh, this group does this because that's just how they are. That's the color of their skin. Like, oh, black people come and, like, the stereotype, like, oh, black people come and they will rob you and they do all these things to hurt you. And how, like, the stereotype for Mexicans, I suppose, is, oh, they're coming here to steal our jobs and rape our women and stuff like that. But if you actually, like, talk to one of them, like, it's not like that at all. Like, none of them are like that. So I feel like people now, there's a lot of more liberals pushing for that's not how it is, and you need to grow from that mindset and move on from that because the world is changing. In a lot of areas, it's becoming more diverse, and people are kind of, like, culture shocked, like, oh, we're not used to having this group of people in here ruining our lives, basically. But slowly, more people are traveling, more groups are diversing, and it's just, like, something that people need to get over. And also, like, interracial marriages. I watched this video, I think it was Bill Nye, I don't remember, but he was talking about how, like, you say I'm white, and my generation of people have, not, like, my immune system has a defense for, like, yellow fever or whatever, and then I marry a, like, a black man from whatever, and he, like, his generation from that specific area has grown up to have his, in his defense, like, defense immunity, like, some, like, an immunity towards, like, a specific cold or whatever. So him and I have a baby, and now that kid has both an immunity to yellow fever and whatever defense immunity for him. So in the end, that kid is going to become stronger. And that's how it is for, like, dog breeding too. That's why mutts live longer than purebreds, because if you keep breeding specifically with your group of people, your children are going to be weak, just like your dogs are weak. Those dogs last not that long, but mutts will last a really long time. It's the same for people. So this past year I had an experience where, well, my family, we're Brazilian, and my mom's brother, he was adopted. My uncle, he's black. They're from Brazil. And when they came here, my uncle went to school. We all grew up in Orlando. And then he moved to Louisiana, which, like, they're in his specific area for where he went. There's not that many. Um, there's there's not that many white people. So basically, he was suspectable, that's not even a word, to a lot of racism, and then he ended up, can you stop? Go away! And he got married to a white female, and her whole side of the family was really arguing against the fact, like, oh, you shouldn't marry a black man, like, no white man is ever gonna touch you and all that stuff. So, like, that was really stressful for our family to, like, give him off to another family, not give him off, but have him join this other family that doesn't even accept him for who he is and just automatically judged him by the color of his skin instead of getting to know him first. You know, even leading up to the day of the wedding, these comments were being made and stuff. And so it's just stressful, but I guess they're good now. So hopefully they're learning, and hopefully other people learn too. Thank you. Bye.